We are talking about the importance of truly being gluten-free here at the bakery in Embrun. Joining me once again, Linda Wilson, owner here at the bakery with her husband, Jeff. I see we've got 13 minutes left until the gluten-free cinnamon buns come out of the oven.
Yuppers.
Are they going to be just as delicious and sweet and gooey as cinnamon buns with gluten?
Of course.
How do you do that? I've tried a lot of products that claim to be gluten-free and they don't always taste the same.
I know. I don't know. It must be a gift. And my ingredients.
I think a lot of it too is the fact that you have a gluten intolerance, right?
Yes.
So you have to actually eat these products, so you know how to make them right.
Yes. Maybe it's the French in me. I'm stubborn. I get it. I try it over and over and over again until I get it right, until it tastes good.
Okay. Why are so many of your items wrapped in plastic here in the gluten-free zone of the back baking area?
So there's no cross-contamination. I have plastic over my sugars, I have plastic over my mixers. We have 2 of these. There's one on the traditional side and there's one here, and don't touch my mixer.
Okay.
No, no. I have all my separate stuff. I have 2 of everything, so two vinegars, two lemon juice. It's just plain old, there's no gluten in it, but I don't want there to be any cross-contamination at all. Get flour on your hands and you use vinegar, and I use vinegar, cross-contamination.
But is your allergy and many people's allergy that sensitive?
If it's an allergy to gluten, yes, absolutely.
Huh.
Intolerance, like in my case, I can tolerate it.
Okay.
But sometimes people are more sensitive, that there's like varying degrees of sensitivity, and I just don't know, so I bake.
And you mentioned that you keep an eye on things right down to the finest detail. Why is it that you said you prefer these measuring cups over this one?
These are one piece. These you can get like even if you wash it, you can get your ingredients stuck in the little in the cracks there under the rubber. Even the slightest amount, you don't see it to the naked eye. The slightest amount will do it.
Okay.
So separate everything.
What are the ingredients that we're looking at here?
That one's brown rice flour. And that one's potato starch, or not the same as potato flour. I also use tapioca flour. I don't have a whole lot to show you. Yeah. And I use xanthan gum.
What's xanthan gum?
It's kind of like a binder. Kind of like glue inside your recipe. But you can't go to the corner store and get Elmer glue. That just doesn't happen.
Not the same thing.
It
should not
taste
substitute.
good.
Okay, and this is what the gluten-free bread looks like when you come here into the bakery. And I mean, you've only opened your doors a week ago, and you said you could not keep this on the shelf this weekend.
It is really good.
Okay.
It's brown like that because it's brown rice flour. There's a little bit of sugar in there as well. So when it hits the heat, it reacts. But that's from yesterday. I put it aside.
Okay.
I knew you were coming.
Let's give it a taste test.
It's very good.
Is there a little bit of sugar in there?
Just a tiny bit.
And that's kind of partially why it's brown too, right?
Yes. Because when it hits the heat, it will caramelize.
Okay.
It's just the way the ingredients are.
So, I mean, there is a large portion of gluten-free products, but we do have the traditional ones as well. So later in the show, I think I'm heading over to the other side of the kitchen, and I'm going to be decorating shortbread. Is that right? Okay, stay with us. There's more to come from Wilson Bakery here in Embrun.